Hey guys, it's been a hot minute since I've posted anything on this YouTube channel, but welcome back to a video where I will be talking about my fanfiction, Redacted. After finishing up my first AU Tortured Mind, Redacted has been an off and on project for me. As of recent, I'm working on chapter 9, I just don't know when it will be finished. Right here, I'm just working on a design for my friend's OC in my AU. It's B again. Wow, B appears, part 2 Electric Boogaloo. Anyways, so B, I wanted to design her. This AU again takes place 4 years in the future, and so she's 18 canonically in this AU as opposed to Tortured Mind where she's 14. The pictures on the left, one of them is art made by my friend. They're like OC in general, while the other two is me going on Pinterest and trying to figure out like the cyberpunky outfits I'm wanting to go for and find. I kind of just took ideas from both outfits and put them into two different outfits here on the ref page for Redacted B. I've been working on Redacted on and off. Again, I started it when I was in the middle of Tortured Mind, and then once I finished Tortured Mind, I was able to work on Redacted more, and I'm still trying to work on Redacted more. Currently, it's just taking a while to write chapter 9. It's also one of those things where it's like, I'm kind of scared to write another fanfiction based on a different thing, because I liked the first fanfiction I wrote so well that I'm scared that this one's gonna just be absolute crap, even though for me it's just like, I'm mostly writing this for me, and if other people don't like it, that's okay. Even though I am worried about that, I guess I should also remember that I have posted both of these on AO3 and they have pretty good reception and no one's been rude or hateful about them. So, you know. B is usually very happy and go-lucky in the AUs I write, and in general, even though she can be very traumatized. And you know what is fun is I can traumatize her again in Redacted. For this, I just did basic coloring and nothing too over the top or crazy. Just didn't want to shade it, and you know, typically you don't really shade character refs, I feel like. I tend to go back and forth between traditional and digital, so when I sketch something I really like in my sketchbook, I will take a picture of it and import it into Ibis Paint on my iPad, and bam! Then I am lining it. Well, okay, actually here I kind of sketched it a little bit more before I lined it, that way it's easier for me to figure out where the lines are going and whatnot. And let me tell you, this was really fun to color in. If you've been following me for a hot minute, you've seen my art and shading style has kind of changed over the course of a year. From 2025 to 2026 is insane, and I can't wait to see where my art goes from there. So when I have this new shading and coloring style that I recently found not too long ago, man, it is fun. It does take a while, but it is fun. I think as far as iPad art programs go, Ibis Paint is really one of my favorite ones. I was a big Procreate fan for ages, and I had the Clip Studio Paint subscription for iPad, but honestly, I don't really think Clip Studio Paint is great on the iPad, and I don't know, Procreate just kind of got to the point where it was too simple of an app. I feel like Ibis Paint is a good mix of simple and a little bit more complicated and kind of easier to find and figure out how it works compared to Procreate, in my opinion. I guess there can be such thing as too much simplicity in a design, and that's where Procreate kind of falls short. I do love Procreate Dreams for animating though. Usually you'll see me posting and like showing my speed paints of my digital illustrations and like character design stuff, but in this case recently I have been kind of fumbling around and playing around with doing storyboards, and I thought it would be fun to like do a storyboard from a scene in my AU Redacted, and that was kind of fun to like mess around with and see where the process would go with that. The thing is I don't typically do storyboards, but now I've gotten to the point where I've just kind of started doing them, just kind of growing my skill set as an artist. And I will say I had quite a bit of fun with this specific like thing, like, you know. The nice thing with storyboards is they don't have to be like really polished, and they're more like kind of like a simple thing to be like, oh, here's like, you know, where this character goes and that character goes, and it's kind of fun to kind of like mess around with that. And like, you know, I feel like it also is like a good way to kind of like somewhat force you to do backgrounds even though they are a bit more simple in the context of the storyboard. I just think like it's kind of helped me try to do more backgrounds. Like, you won't really see it in the illustrations I put in this video, but for Art Fight and a couple of recent illustrations, you'll see me actually trying to do a background? What? Oh my god, that's insane. It's one of those things where it's like, I remember like a year ago I would just refuse to like draw hands as much, and I would refuse to draw backgrounds, and it would just be like a simple color with like, I don't know, some cool things about it. But now I'm just kind of pushing myself to do more than just that. I think that's one thing how you grow as an artist, is you push yourself to try and do new things and see where that can take you. And for me, it's like I've kind of learned that even if it looks kind of cruddy in my sketchbook or on my digital drawing on my iPad, you know, I'm kind of like, you know what, like the next time I'll do it, it'll look better. And then when I do it the next time, it does look better, and it just keeps improving from then. I would also like to say that besides digitally, I only have like one storyboard digitally, but like in one of my sketchbooks I have a bunch of like pages of me just doing like thumbnail storyboards. And I think one thing I do struggle with like the smaller storyboards in my sketchbook is like making it readable, making it like noticeable and like easy to figure out what's going on. Interested in seeing more of my art? Check out my socials in my description, and I'll see you guys in the next video.